Hey, sorry about the delay. I'm still not sure if everything is okay here. Um, I'm trying to diagnose the problem. I think what may be going wrong is I added a second monitor, like another display, which is awesome. Like, I'm finally able to work way better, but it's giving me all these like weird errors and OBS is crashing. So if it goes down, that's probably what happens. Who's here? Heaven, hello. Enjoy tomorrow. What's up? Twizzub, how's it going? Mangoes, good to see you again. Yeah, you're finally here for a stream start. For a technical jank. Pingus Shoe, how's it going? This is a Hyperlight Drifter soundtrack. Photobombing object. Oh yeah, this is the web camera that points at the drawing tablet I'm using. So, if I pull that up. Dude, I'm so worried that, yeah, so it's the camera so you can see the pen. I'm very paranoid about the the state of my stream right now. Yeah, it's like I can't really move it out of the way. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I'm doing well. If it crashes, I can start up again. Yeah, if it crashes midstream, yeah, I mean, I guess I'd just boot the program back up, and the recording would just, I don't know what would happen with it. You'll just see a black screen or something. But I do have some news related to the mural that I can share. Might as well do that first thing. So, here's the button. Come on, dude. Why is nothing working? There we go. Replace the shark in the thumbnail with the whale sculpture. So, in my donation page, this is like the mural, it's like the reward for donating and hopefully incentive to donate. This has this like number here, 901, and when it was like in the 700s last time I looked, and having it go up by 200, I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense, because I would be like wealthy and able to make my bills if that was like, I did not get 200 donations. That doesn't make sense. And that should have like clicked in my head earlier, but this is the real number, 244. So, at first I was like super agitated that I spent all that time drawing more than I needed to. But then when I went and I started sort of like assessing, it's like it's time to actually look at how to label this. Um, it actually worked out better. So I've drawn way more than like 250 animals. It's something like when I went through and I counted every spot, every little guy, it was like almost 700. So the way it's going to work is not everything gets labeled. There can be like filler, and so the mural is going to feel like less cramped as a result. So I can show you what it looks like now, and I did a lot of work, which means that with this new number, it's like very close to actual completion. I'm hoping that when chapters 5 and 6 come out in the summer, it will be like more incentive to hang on. Oh, come on. Show the goddamn mural. What was I saying? I lose my train of thought when I'm trying to talk to people on this. No, but yeah, so the next big chunk of the mural will probably come after, the game gets released with its updates, and I hopefully get some media and new readers, content creators start looking at it again. That's like the wave of, I have to like make games to get, support, because it's gonna, it's already trickled off for part 1, but anyway, this is what it looks like. Oh, sorry. Let me check chat. The streams after the mural's complete. I would like to keep streaming on Saturdays, but when the mural's complete, I think there's other stuff that I can work on related to South Scrimshaw. The one thing I want to do is, for part 1, I had a DLC extra you could buy that was like a making of. I don't really want to do that again, because a lot of what I had to say was in that first one. But what I was thinking is I would do like supplementary, like a separate little Renpai project, like black and white still. Like, something like in-universe, like the guy who does the Sea Bunny cartoon, Will Voynich, in, maybe it would be like one of his stories or something, but so every week, I could still do a stream and I'd still be drawing stuff, but it would be for that DLC content. That could be like the extra thing that I would sell. So I would like to just keep with the routine of streaming on Saturday. Yeti Crab is good, thank you. Not so much like story extensions, like, but sort of like world building extra stuff, because I actually wrote a really long thing that just got entirely cut from chapter 5. Like, in addition to the extra length, it just completely would shatter the flow of the story, and people are reading for the Brillo whale, and there's like a type of indulgence that's I don't know. It would have made the story worse to include it, but it was painful to cut, and it took me a while to realize that it's like, doesn't matter if it is cool to read if it like defeats the actual main narrative. So, but that's something that later I could maybe like have as like a cool short story for people who want to learn about like a research biologist in Aria who, like, talking about getting hired by this lab or something. So I was thinking, like, it's got to be like simple enough that I can only like work on it on Saturdays. because it is sort of like a 1 day a week. The rest of the week, as much as I can give, is allotted to like the main project. But let me show you where the mural's at again, like I was. Yeah, so you can see it's like everything isn't labeled here, but like that, it's like it's selective. And if I was labeling everything, it's just the clutter would be unreasonable. But I don't know, I'm like feeling this design. I think it looks like really good. And it's like none of this stuff here needs labeled. It's like, why would it? It feels better to not do that, you know? I just like this layout. So it's like I like the birds. Most of them get a name. I still have to, and I'll like handwrite in the donation name on each one of these. So what I still have to do is, something is not right there. This is like a preview JPEG. I fucked something up there, but in the main file, I'm gonna fill in a lot of this for density. I'm going to turn these into fish. Some of these are going to remain spots because I like having just solid dots. Most of these need turned into fish, these dots. And then I need small creatures to fill in here, small creatures to fill in here. And then this is the end of the mural. There'll still be stuff sitting on the snail, but this is like the end of the chapter 5-6 mural. So that's like the whole length of it. And you can now see like the orange is how the names are going to get put in. Would I ever do another symbiotic relationship like the Dorfus? Yeah, that gazelle was kind of I feel like I kind of made the concept better with the Brillo whale. If I were to do like another focus animal, I'd make it something really different than the Brillo whale, I guess. Yeah. Just one DLC plan for now. I'm hoping so. When I released South Scrimshaw for the first time, I didn't expect to get attention for it, so I didn't have anything planned for sale. If I had something for sale when I got that attention, I would be in a much better financial situation. So I'm hoping to have like a DLC for each major update. And I'm thinking if I keep them like black and white, this style, it's something that I can manage doing simultaneous to the production of the visual novel and not like totally kneecap the visual novel itself, and delay it by a huge amount. But I want it, I do want it to be like worth the money. But that is something that, would be fun to do, just as, I don't know. It'd also be fun to do like the DLC as like something like Renpai, something that launches out of the Steam store, because I don't like how Steam handles actual art books, like PDFs. Kind of sucks. So that's the update. And it seems like nothing has crashed so far, so I feel kind of good about that. This is probably going to be kind of a laid-back stream, because like I said, the mural is super close to completion, but if you guys have any fish requests, I'll try to get those in. DLC costs, 10 maybe. I think. Yeah, it can't be a lot. The the value of the dollar is like, you know, like $10 can barely get you a meal at McDonald's these days. So like, you know, $10 minus Steam's 30% cut, you know, is not a terrible amount of money. It's like going less than that, it may as well just be free, you know, like the main thing, and just try to get donations. So, um, it is still something, but there is just like putting any dollar amount really does create a barrier for entry that most people don't want to just jump over, you know. Even like the DLC making of, like I have like more people have wishlisted it than bought it, you know, and it's cheap, and I've put it on sale too, you know, and it's like, you know, it's like a combination of like money is tight for everyone, but also it's like when you're selling digital goods, it's like there is like not a huge amount of intrinsic value that you can attach to like JPEGs, unless it's like like a gotcha game with like all that Pavlovian conditioning, you know, attached to it. You know, yeah, it's like I'm not, you know, it's how it is, and it's like I'm not even complaining or like dragging the people, because wishlisting still boosts you in the Steam algorithm, so like even that is helpful, and I'm not trying to, you know, the fact I get any sales, you know, is massive, so I don't know, I'm not mad about it. It's just like when I plan like what the price future DLCs, I'm not gonna be like getting dollar signs in my eyes. You know. How's it going, Coco? Yeah, Coco, you can I'll see your message eventually. Anyway, it's fish time. That's basically the update. Oh, the other thing I was going to ask is, does chat want to see the reference photos that I'm looking at as I draw? Because I got this sweet second monitor setup now. It's like, it's like my second monitor, it's like gifted to me. It's old, but it's like the same age as my iMac, so it's like that worked out perfectly because they can like talk to each other perfect. I just like plug the cable in from one to the other. You know, it has like the FireWire port that I needed, so huge difference. Man, don't be a digital artist on one monitor. You'll lose your mind. Okay, yeah, I'll pull the reference stuff over then. Right now we're just that is massive. Show references. Okay. Man, it's like but having the ability to the second monitor is now filled with like windows and crap related to streaming, and it's like having a larger desk, and you was like working on like an end table before, you know. The ocean flesh from the future is wild. I don't know that one. Thanks, Magos. Yeah, I mean, I actually, I feel really good about how it turned out. And it's like 7 streams, we'll say like, probably like 2 days off stream. Not even that, but I mean, it's just like, you know, a week to go from like 0 planning or concept to mostly done. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Because when I was thinking about doing this at first, the concern is that, like, it would have been too much to do or something. And the other thing is, it's like, this is a gift that it's for people to donate, but it's actually gonna add to the work itself. Like, I think that this will be just a really cool way to end chapter 1. Or not, chapter 5 and 6. Because it's now not just chapter 5 I'm working on it. It's like it is now 2 chapters. This is gonna be a Marlin. It was like the first streams. Forget who it was. Someone was like super jazzed to get a Marlin. Yeah, you know, and I'm motivated to get the new chapters done, both like in that like I'm excited for the story, but also like strong financial motivation. You know, because like I said, it's like you know, I just need the I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like if you get paid to do something, you have to actually do it. I guess, you know, do it in a way where I can share it, because that's the other thing, is it's like I do want to keep stuff a surprise for release, you know. I don't know, but when I realized I had so much less to do for this, after I got mad that, you know, I was, and how confused I was, it was like a huge weight off my shoulders, because like, it was like stressful to think about, like. Yeah, festivals cost money up front. You know, it's like you have to like wager in advance what you'll think you'll make. And you have to like pay for inventory. Yeah. Man, and also like occasionally, you know, having some meals that aren't like canned fish, you know. I would like to treat myself to that luxury every now and then, you know. But I don't know. On the other hand, you know, it's like there's a lot of sacrifices that I'm perfectly comfortable making for the ability to make Scrimshaw, you know. You know, sometimes you get like a synthesis where like money doesn't ruin life, you know? But more often than not, like I just cannot keep up. But this also, this is not like, oh, please do, like, no one in chat should worry about like, you're all supporting me by being here. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not trying to hit you all specifically up. Like, the 5 of you like are the ones who like I'm least interested in getting a donation from. I'm also hoping I don't know if the localization into another language goes well for Scrimshaw. I'm hoping that there will at least be like a little bump also resulting from that. Credit cards are fine if you pay them off every month, because then you build credit. I've not heard of The Future is Wild. That's pretty cool that it took off. It sounds really popular, I just haven't heard of it. New Horizon. Thanks, Echo. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of hang out and do whatever. I was a big fan of New Leaf. I don't have a Switch, so I never got New Horizon, but New Leaf was like a several hours of my day before sleep every day at minimum got absorbed into that. Let's pull up that fish list from Wikipedia. It's fun. Animal Crossing, it's such a simple gameplay loop, and I can think that, like, it's just still so addicting, you know? Like, it's basically just playing with, like, you know, my fancy dollhouse, but I had, like, fossils in my house, I had, like, the fancy art, hang on, wait. There we go. What I want is aquarium fish. I want one of those like big images with a bunch of types of fish like that. That's what I need. I just want to pull like one and just start copying fish. I was working on this morning, so I'm not sure how late in the day I'm gonna go, but like I don't want to burn out so hard that I can't paint tomorrow, but wow, that is low resolution. But I would love to get like this mural out of the way. Wait, what? Oh. No. I love the Animal Crossing, like the timed events in those games. I think that's like, and also just like the connection to the actual clock in your 3DS. You know, and like time of day. It's got a really like strong sense of atmosphere. The game really like survives on its art direction being as strong as it is. I don't know, at least for New Leaf, my thought was they could have done way more with the online stuff. Excuse me. My favorite Animal Crossing villager? I liked Freya the wolf. She was my friend. Who else did I have in my town? I had one of the cats. What was his name? I had like two that I was like super protective of, and I never wanted to leave, and everyone else, it's like, get out of here. I don't care. I like the skeezy guy who would sell you artwork. I think he was one of my favorite characters. The wolf guy, Red, was that his name? Not really a villager character. If you do get a 3DS, I highly recommend that you hack it, or you jailbreak it. It's a easy process, and it's super fun. Very easy to like load ROMs onto it. You can also do things like set new backgrounds. I think I have like Evangelion characters as my background. Either that or it's someone from Steins Gate. Hey Faye, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Faye is a streamer who actually played Scrimshaw on her channel. You guys should all check her out. She's like a science VTuber, does like educational shorts that are pretty fun. Eugene is GOAT. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to share it with content creators. It's a symbiotic relationship. We're doing the community mural, and for anyone else who just joined, community as in like it's like the donation rewards. It's like the fancy way I'm doing credits. for the donos for part 1. So names are gonna get handwritten, and this is basically the full length of it. I'm just working on finishing up the details. Oh, well, being online in any capacity is embarrassing, so that might be it. At least for me, I don't know. Maybe there's like extroverts who enjoy this stuff. You know, it's like it's also like strangers, you know, come watch your stream or whatever. There's something like a specific type of embarrassment when it's like, you know, people I know watching, and not, you know, it's like with accepting a couple friends that it's like whatever. I mean, being an artist in general, you have to put yourself out there to an uncomfortable extent. I'm an illustrator almost exclusively. Like, I just really like reading nonfiction. Basically, I don't have any education in formal education in science. My background, I was like a freelance artist for a long time before like my own project sort of took shape. How's the volume on the music for everyone? Yeah, I'm sure like the okay, volume's good. Then I will not turn it down. I'm sure like the community also makes a big difference in what the being online experience feels like. We should do at least one huge complicated drawing today. These tiny fish that are like easy are also kind of what's brain numbing to do. I don't know. I feel like I'll burn out more quickly doing something repetitive. So let's see. These... So these are going to remain dots and not get turned into fish. And I like how they look like scales here. Hang on. Wrong button. Took a long time to decide on orange. But I might do, like, for the, after this first mural releases, I might shift the color for future installments, so it's like the color changes depending on the era. But, I almost did, I think orange is better than red, too. Red's a little too, like, intense with, like, black, white, and red. It's like, I don't know. Feels like a political poster. It's like there's orange is like works. Feels good. Well, the whole mural is gonna be black and white like this, but color for the labels. If I really wanted to do something different, I could subtly change like the colors and like shift between like different types of yellow, but that might be overthinking it. Because this looks something that could get like screen printed, you know, like level of simple 2-color. Thank you. Well, I don't know if I'm actually cool, but I guess that's a subjective thing. See, these guys need to be fish up here. I mean, I don't know if I'm actually gonna screen it, but I like that it has the aesthetic. Like, oh man, like it. I should do something like the card where like the title card for this mural, like do like the serif font like slightly, the type slightly offset, like block printing that isn't registered perfect. Just to like go with that sort of like faux print look. Subtly encourage people to want to get a real print of it. Better red than yellow. The color suggestion would kick in and we'd eat them all in a big maritime cuisine. You know, I didn't, I recently read, James Gurney's book. What was it called? Something like Painting and Light. It's very readable. It's almost just like a picture book with like a few like ideas, but one of the things he's saying is that the color green is extremely unpopular with audiences, and just like market researchers like doing like book covers. It's like there's actual, I guess, numbers to back up people buying less of a book if it has a green color versus like a red color. That's the type of like analysis I don't incorporate into my own art at all. But I don't know. I don't know what effect orange has. Just going with it. Alright. This reference isn't helping me anymore. Types of saltwater fish. Rip to me. Well, you're kind of like a teal blue-green aesthetic. I think it's like pure green. Like James Gurney was like, he's like, if you're painting like a landscape, you want to push the greens in the distance with atmospheric perspective, like make it very blue. Then when you pull forward, make it very warm and yellow. But it'd be like candy apple green, which is the, I don't know. Could also be bullshit, I don't know. I use green all the time in my work, it's my favorite color. So. But he's just like, usually I hear advice like that and I just don't pay attention, but he's like one of my favorites, so. People like houseplants too, and they're green, so like... If it wasn't James Gurney, I'd be calling bullshit faster. Make green the next color out of protest. Hey, Shitty Comics. How's it going? Yeah, I don't know. I can, when we take a break, I can try to pull that up, that segment of his book. James Gurney is possibly like the best art channel on YouTube, and I would highly recommend checking out. He's the if you don't know him, he did Dinotopia. He's that painter. Highly recommend watching his videos. Great thumbnail again. Thank you very much. Actually, I do have some trolley problems that chat can vote on if you'd like. But wait till I need a break. They are shark themed, most of them. Yeah, usually the thumbnails are just random crap. Kind of not even drawing specific fish out of this reference. Fish gang. Also, Shitty Comics, because he just got here. The quick rundown on where we're at is that mural's almost done. Because the number of individual donators is actually only like 250 something. So because I don't need to label every single fish, a lot of these are just here for design, and this is what the finished mural aesthetic is going to be like. So it's only going to be this long, and I'm working and filling in the small detail. This is my trolley examples. You know, I thought about doing extra fish, but it felt like drawing a bunch in advance was less personalized than, you know, waiting until I got a donation and drawing. I don't know. And also, I like the look of not everything having to be labeled. My tests earlier, I'd been kicking the can down the road for so long on how exactly to put the names on the board, because if you look at a really dense area, so let's say I have to like label every single fish, and I drew these without leaving space to label things. It's like, well, like how small do I have to like draw the line? And then I still have to like write a name in there. This way is like much better, where I just like cut a gap and filled in. You know, it worked out. A pet eel. Yeah, dude, my friend that... What I went is pea puffers. I think they have a lot of character. I am a solo dev on this. I did... the game engine is Ren'Py, and it's this like open source visual novel engine that's like super easy to use. It's basically PowerPoint. And it's Python based, so there are people who make actual games with it, but for what I wanted to do, I could basically like mash together code other people made. The music is stock, and the sound effects are either like public domain or stuff off freesound.org, and then I would just like edit them. So it's one-man project. Oh, shrimp are adorable. They're like cherry shrimp, and like brightly colored ones are really beautiful too, and they clean your tank for you. I think as people only like see shrimp when they've been like gutted and like fried and placed on a plate, when like they look disgusting in that state. But plus, they're also like, they're very like active animals in fish tanks. I feel like any animal you can like peer in on in like a little contained biome, you know, becomes really adorable. Just in like you get to watch it do its thing. Penguins, who's the guy on YouTube that is like the shrimp man? He's got like a bunch of videos on like how to raise shrimp, but he makes it seem like the easiest thing in the world. He's just like, you get a bucket, you throw some shrimp in, and more shrimp come out. He's just like, people are like, how do I do this and that? He's like, shrimp don't care. Yeah. With like the little like fan that blows the plastic shrimp around in the lamp. I do remember them. I don't have the space for a fish tank. I think that's my main limiting factor. Even if I went like as cheap as possible. Raising summoning ritual. Go. I like that guy. Let's turn this off for a second. These were remaining circles down here. I'm even fine with some of these staying kind of ratty like this. I kind of like that look more than making it completely clean. I remember originally I was really concerned about having everything be equal density of drawing, but kind of fine with it being sparse in the middle, and then it sort of gets more complicated this way. So these guys have to be fish. We'll do fish on this. These ones should be fish. That's really cool here, Faye. It's I think on like of all the people who've uploaded South Scrimshaw on YouTube, it has over 1 million views at this point, like well over, which is pretty awesome. For part 2, it's like I'm going to put something in game that's like encourages people to rate it on Steam, you know. But you know, just I made it so that people could watch it, and I've also had kind of people saying that like they started watching it on a channel, then like went and got it and watched it by themselves, which is also awesome. I don't like that. Yeah, I did. I had a fish tank once. It's your fish tank now. It was only like 15 bucks at the thrift shop, so pretty good deal. I want to get into aquascaping, which seems like the most difficult part of both worlds. Like, tending plants and fish simultaneously. the what's it Through the Flower Horn is another all-time greatest YouTuber channel. It's just like the planted tank set to like Paul Debussy classical music. But he makes really beautiful tanks. And he does things like he also makes some like hydroponics, so he's like growing strawberries out of the top. Do this guy next. Serpent design. I don't know if I know that one. Oh man. Which one was Serpa though? I don't remember the name. Oh wait, is he the guy with like the accent that does like where he like gets like a jar of stuff from like the creek? Yeah. Marsh. What's that called? Noministic determinism. Where your name turns out to be something related to what you do. Life in jars. While we're rattling off every fish channel we can think of. One thing I was actually going to mention at the start of stream, and forgot, I've been doing those shorts. I spent like 2 days and I made like, hang on. 1 second, hang on. I'll be right back. Landlord's at the door. Yo, sorry about that. It's like my landlord. Tell you about it in a second. Hang on. Alright. What was I doing? St. Patrick's Day is being celebrated today. I totally forgot that that was going on. I used to live in Savannah, Georgia, that had the second largest St. Pat's festival in the country. And obviously when you work service industry, that's a great time. And that it's horrible. Mostly. Your name is unrelated to your job. I mean, the phenomenon is common enough that it has been like studied to some extent. And it got a fancy name, but this is kind of yeah, sorry. It's how do I feel about that snake? I don't know. It's fine. I am back. It's like speaking of like embarrassing internet things and people not understanding what you're trying to explain to them, it's like, no, I really can't talk now. I'm literally live on the internet in the other room. Honestly, like, I can't talk, I'm drawing fish, but really it's like people think you're just like playing video games all day or something. It's like, no, I'm literally have a job where I sit at a desk, you know. Let's grab a new fish reference. Oh, but I was saying right before, um, yeah. So I cut a bunch of those shorts. It was like all at once, and I've just been uploading them, and I finally have run out today. Um, I think if I do more shorts, I need to like do slightly different format with them. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but also it's something I don't want to like spend a ton of time on either, because it's supposed to be like not a distraction from the main project. Have I ever done a children's book? That's a that's a very funny story. Not a real. I did I was hired to do a self-published vanity project. Um, it was one of my first jobs after finishing college, and I was like pretty broke at this point, and I forget how this lady found me or how like the publisher found me, but they were Pittsburgh based. Um, uh, See, I don't want to be rude, but it was not. I could see why it was being self-published instead of getting picked up by an actual publishing house. Let's just put it that way. Um, but I did like 5 spot illustrations for it. It was like a young adult novel that was very short, and they only bought like 5. It was like they wanted a jacket. It was like a retelling of like Sleeping Beauty with the prince as the main character. Um, but years later, um, I did work later for Jesse Andrews, who's like a New York Times bestseller, and I did drawings for his book Mun Mun. But I was recounting to him how this is like a step up from my first commission doing artwork, and he was like laughing, and I showed him the book that I worked on. He was like, "What?" The author of the book was this crazy woman who lived on his street growing up, and everyone knew how crazy she was, and she was always trying to like force her writing onto him. It's just like he like had to like tell his whole family about it, that I knew this person. So I have done at least one children's book. No one watches my streams, otherwise I probably shouldn't have shared that. Otherwise, but it was just like his reaction, like seeing the name on it was like very priceless. That guy, jeez, gotta do him. Hey, Mr. Chanders. How's it going? Be curious what the multiverse Nate situations are. You gotta give this guy a good haircut. Now I'm feeling bad, like I should join everyone for St. Pat's. I think they're leaving at 6. See, I could go out and socialize, or I could stay in and draw fish. It's like, I know what I want to do, you know? An Irish fish. What would that be? Irish fish. You can just draw one and stick a shamrock on them. The history of cod. I already have a cod. Yeah, we'll just give one of these a shamrock. Well, Nessie's. We already got him. Going out on St. Pat's also just, yeah, it's like the excessive drinking is not something I feel like doing really ever anymore. Or wait, even better. It's like a leprechaun fish. We're going with stereotypes here. That might be a little bit much. We'll stick with the hat. The O in my initials is O'Grady. I am part Irish myself. Do a pineapple. Alright, focus. This guy's cool. Might save him for later. Smoked salmon taco. I guess it depends on what else you put on the taco. I don't know if smoked salmon jives with like the typical flavors, but I mean it's like fusion food. Anything can be put inside a taco. If you're doing like soft tacos. Not enough room for this guy's tail. I don't want to get too close to the starfish. Avocados are expensive. It's painful. When they're like, I don't know, that like gray mush, like hollow out. Fish. All right. Yeah, so we got those guys in. These guys. These guys. Nothing up there. So these guys are next. Wait, let me see if I can set up a poll. We can do a trolley. I forgot I did this. We'll start very basic. We're starting super basic. There's a trolley shark, and it will eat 5 people, but you have the option to pull a lever, and it will instead eat this one person. No, he's a trolley shark, he can't jump. It's totally different situation. Okay, we have a no. Let him eat. Yeah, you know, there's like you would be interfering with his natural habitat if you do pull the lever. Yes. You're basically selecting the death, I think is like the problem in ethics is it's like are you fine with intervention, and is one person dying better than 5 person dying? And then it's like the thought experiment gets more complicated. Alright, we'll just leave that open here. It's like a killing game. You have to decide. We're pretty split here. 60-40. I can respect not wanting to kill a person, you know, like you become responsible for this person versus like before. Alright. We'll end it there. So this guy gets marked. Okay. New one. So here's where pulling the lever is you're the one you're saving. So the shark will either eat you, or you can kill 5 other people. And in this version, if you do pull the lever, it will be one of the worst shark attacks in recorded history, and it will get brought up in every single documentary that comes afterwards. So you really have to own this decision. If you're going to kill these people, that's what you're going to be remembered for. Hilarious. Self-preservation is a pretty clear-cut concept here. And time blessing. Proud pull it again. Okay, overwhelmingly, the situation changes when we're on the tracks. Alright, what was the next one I had? Okay, so now the trolley shark needs to eat this person, or he's gonna die, and trolley sharks are gonna go extinct. And the person that you're sacrificing is a career advocate for marine wildlife preservation. So even if he's mad about or upset about this, you know, intellectually he should get what's happening. But on the other hand, maybe the guy will do more good if you leave him alive. Feeding a shark is a way of taming it. Yeah, you know. I haven't really specified what happens in the future, you know. He could become like your protector, because you keep favoring him. You're a human he can trust. This is 100. I mean, in a sense, yeah, like a whole species going extinct is, it's what you would have wanted. Even if he doesn't know it at the time. Alright. That is our least ethically complicated question so far. Okay, so here we have the choice of a Brillo calf or a complete stranger. I mean, in retrospect, I don't think a stranger had a chance. I could have, like, made it a little more complicated. It's a biased sample. This guy's cooked. Well, the South Scrimshaw fans have spoken. Again, we picked a simple one. Let's see. What's this one? Oh yeah, ranch or cool ranch, guys. I should have like specified that the calf is fictional still and the person's real. Just see if you know, it's also like the point of these is kind of just to like provoke people into saying they kill someone, you know, unrepentantly. See, now we're split. Like that guy. Let's do this one. Oh my god, it is literally a tie. I don't know what that means for this dude. Probably if you're that undecided, like you can't decide in time and it just goes straight forward. So it's like the advantage goes to ranch, or to cool ranch. Alright. Here's another one trying to overcomplicate it. So, this guy's gonna die either way. But if you don't pull it, he dies before he realizes what's happening. But if you do pull it, he's gonna die at a secret later date that no one knows. And he knows that the shark is gonna kill him any second, and he already has a phobia of sharks. So he'll have to live with this new situation. But, you know, you're saving him from death. Yeah, Pingachu Ranch lost out. Yeah, shitty comics rigged the vote. You're condemning him to suffer. But he's not dead. That's the important part. You saved his life. You could become a Buddhist and understand the complexity of suffering. I mean, it is true he is marked for death. Either way. Yes, it's a lot of pulling the levers. All right, we'll figure out this giving him shark disease, the worst disease. Oh, it's going back the other way now. I think I would have to let the shark eat him in the placid state. Because technically, if it could be any time in the future, it could be like, you know, 30 minutes afterwards. There's no guarantee. Alright. You guys are pulling that lever. Alright, I only have 2 more. That's all I could think of. None of us have... Well, you don't need certification. I've certified you. Okay. So, if you pull the lever, they're gonna collide, and it will be an extremely epic trolley shark fight. And you'll record it on video. That can make you $25,000. Both sharks will die, and you can pull the lever as many times as you want. If you don't pull the lever, the sharks live peacefully in respect of each other's territory. So, I'm saying you can continue to cause animal fights to happen for money, basically. Like for every 2 sharks. Yeah, I mean, they'll be fighting each other. It'll probably be intense. You have to imagine they're very aggressive animals to begin with, if they fight this easily. Hey, Rabbids fan. It's going pretty good. What happens to the meat? Well, one shark eats the other, is probably what happens to it. So, we're mostly in favor... we're mostly in favor of no here. A little bit of dissension. Technically, if you did it once, you could take most of the money and give it to Trolley Shark Conservation or something. Come up with like a coat. Super soldiers. Well, that's funny you bring that up. That's our final one. So you can send the trolley shark to get like a trolley shark research will create a horrifying WMD that will be used against future civilians, but it also produces technology that greatly benefits the fields of medicine, robotics, biology, theoretical physics, boosts the economy, and wins you a Nobel Prize. So it's like you split the atom in the Manhattan Project. But you can skip that. But because you're not a famous scientist, you have to work at a Panera Bread. We're seeing a lot of pull it. No, they're trolley sharks. Totally different from penumbra sharks. The shark. It's a really dumb alteration of the trolley problem. Yeah. If you're into the idea of like Warhammer style shark warriors just utterly demolishing stuff, then the top route is probably a no-brainer. Then you get a movie like Oppenheimer about you later. No, I don't think this makes this mural here goes in South Scrimshaw. Trolley Sharks. Okay, you guys are Pandora's box is opened. All right. Good job, team. Those are all the problems I had for you guys. I think your only bad call was getting rid of Ranch. That was pretty uncool of you guys. But I would say the rest of the choice is very ethical. They asked Amy Schumer in the movie about it. Sharkenheimer. I think I remember reading a thing about the military attempting to like weaponize dolphins, but I doubt they've ever done much with sharks. They actually saw service in Ukraine. That's crazy. I mean, in a way, humans don't have like much practical experience training sharks for it, but you know, you look at like the application of dogs and horses in war, like, or just all, you know, tons of domesticated species serve in wartime. Like elephants, you know, ages ago. What I remember reading is that when, I think it was like a Navy program, is that like the dolphins would have been like, for like Cold War, to stop like divers sabotaging, they would like, I don't know if they trained the dolphins to attack or if like they attached some kind of like weapon to them, but supposedly it was to patrol and target divers, I guess. That is like such a half-remembered fact, so you'll want to definitely look that up. That's it. Well, I mean, it's dumb unless it works, you know? Like I said, you know, you also have like canine units serve extensively. And I know dogs have, like, in, you know, tons of years of domestication, you know, behind them, but, I don't know. It's a good thing that the dolphins were too smart for it, I guess. Shark riding. That's true. Did you know that the dogs in the Navy SEAL units get titanium caps for their canine teeth so they can, like, bite through stuff? You should look up pictures of that. There's, like, photos of those dogs, like, jumping out of planes with them and shit. You know what I'm gonna do is move the shark forward. That works better. I bet, the state of drones is already at, like, mass destruction level of automation. Like, it is probably nightmarish, the robots that already exist that we don't know about, you know, because it's like, you can assume the technology is, like, a few decades ahead of what's publicly known. I don't know, that is my personal guess. Probably humans will be replaced, you know. Hey, Sambin. Yeah, you made it. I can, for everyone who just joined, I can show you the current state of where the mural's at. So, you know, the number of dono names that I needed was way less than I initially thought, so that opened up the stylistic possibilities where I don't have to label every single thing. So this is the way that labels are going to work. You know, some of them are labeled, some of the stuff is just for design purposes. And yeah, I love this sort of pumpkin orange that I settled on. I think it looks really cool. I'll handwrite in all the names in white over top the orange. And this is basically what people will see at the end of chapters 5 and 6. This is going to be the full length of it. And so the final remaining goal is, you know, with these little type guys, I need to fill in here, I need to fill in a rows here, I need to fill in here, and then this is the end of it. There's still going to be stuff sitting on top of the snail, but that is basically the whole thing. Oh yeah, we already did the ethics polling. The first thing a robot did was grab a lady's butt. It's just immediately attempts to assert dominance over humans. Thanks, Rapids. I feel like in my, our trolley problems, tended to, veer on the side of self-preservation, let's say. But I was, like, specifically setting them up so that, people would choose destruction. Robots are good. It's machine learning. I do like in Nier Automata how, like, the humans or the robots have, like, turned into, like, ancestor worship of humans, so they're, like, all designed to look like fashion magazine images. I don't think that game was as deep as I've heard people say, but it was still super enjoyable. Oh, am I still alive? It says, YouTube says the stream is healthy. So I don't know. Still alive? I'm not, like, personally, against things like automation of industry or robots, but it's just, I can't imagine how it ends well. I don't know. Hey, Charles. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. So Chandrius, which did you request again? I haven't, like, actually assessed anyone, like, for the most part, I haven't been considering requests, but I could try to get that in. You might want to DM me a request on Twitter. And again, that's not something I can, like, do for everyone, but you're around a lot, so... Yeah, email me or DM me on Twitter, because if it goes into, like, chat, I'll probably just, forget. Tunas are really cool animals. Oh, it's in the Ko-fi donation itself? Okay, then I'll see it when I look at the exported spreadsheet, because it exports the donation, the name, and the comment left, so I should be able to see it there. Yeah, adding the names is kind of going to be the last step that I do. I feel like feeling guilted again about staying on St. Pat's. I might actually end up. Well, I think they're headed out around 6. So that would be like another 40 minutes of streaming. I'm usually not so easily, like, when I'm locked into work, I'll just be like, no. But, I think I did say that I would. Because, I thought tomorrow would be the actual St. Patrick's Day, would be the celebration. I don't know. Don't get liver failure. I don't drink enough for that, hopefully. had a really crappy liver. I'm making sure these layers are photo reference. I don't have any artwork on the same layer. I might wrap it up today around 6. Usually I go later. I was also saying, for anyone who just joined in after the opening, the mural right now is almost, it's getting very close to being completed to where, you know, I won't have anything to work on. It will be done. I'm still gonna stream. I'm gonna shift what I'll be drawing. It will still be like black and white in the same style. And it will still be something for South Scrimshaw, but yeah, I'll just change it up. It will either be for like a supplemental DLC thing that I'll sell alongside South Scrimshaw, or it might be, because there is still like black and white stuff in the game itself. Most of that is done, I think, already at this point, but I could add more. I don't know. I am hoping to keep most of the stuff in the visual novel a secret until, like, release, so I'll have to think about it, but I'll still stream even when the mural is wrapped up. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna end the stream today around 6. You mean the Brillo sculpture? I do still have it, and I'm hoping to get a booth at the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo in October. So hopefully he'll ride again. But I don't think they've begun taking applications yet. They there's some kind of drama where the PGX and Steel City Con are in the Monroeville Convention Center, and the Monroeville Convention Center got sold out of nowhere to Hobby Lobby, and everyone got informed that it was just like too bad, but apparently something was worked out. So PGX is still happening, thankfully. And I'm hoping I can go. Yeah, Techo is in his Pittsburgh Anime Convention, and I didn't really like put much thought. Like, I should have applied to be in Artist Alley. Next year, I might be able to go to Techo, but you know, if we can get a table, I don't know. That whale sculpture was like, and the whale sculpture and Magfest, as fun as it was like a solid 2 months. Just distraction and very expensive to do. Like, it was worth doing, but in retrospect, it's like, I don't know. I have to take the whale somewhere else just to justify the fact that I spent all that time and money building it. Like, he was expensive. Materials, like, add up, dude. And not just building it, but, you know, it's like, I don't know. It's the expense of, like, traveling by itself adds up. You know, the gas you put in your car to get there. Pulling a fucking U-Haul with a whale in it. Still, worth doing, super fun. There's still yarn everywhere. Is there yarn visible in the camera? I don't know. Oh, you mean in your house? There actually is still yarn everywhere here. It's my stuff. If I'm not doing something digitally, it's just like a mess everywhere. Well, I didn't put the tape there. Counterpoint? No, I mean, it was cool. And it was super fun, you know, and like I said, he'll make another appearance somewhere. Yeah, I really like... I'm feeling very good about how this looks. Like these guys. Ah! I might keep these black dots. Actually, you know, one of the main reasons I think Magfest was good to do is it's just like, really like put a fire in me that like I need to do more promotional stuff like this. That it's just like the, working in like monastic solitude, doing nothing but drawing isn't gonna make the project a success. Like I have to do stuff. Like beyond making art, it's like the career involves many things, you know, and like a bunch of the indie exhibitors in the alley like had a much firmer grasp of that, you know, just picking their brains, you know, they're smart people. hide a C-bun somewhere. Yeah, I can do that. I'll have to think of a good spot, though. Oh, a D&D collab. I have friends who play D&D. I have yet to get into it. I've been invited, but it's tough to make time. Your DM's in Japan. I think there is someone who did it's there's a game on Steam. It's gonna be dumb if I'm conflating two devs. There's a game called In Other Waters that's on Steam that's a really cool speculative bio alien ocean thing. It's like I think it's like you're like with an AI and you're like sort of like exploring the planet. It's a lot different, but I think that's also like a tabletop thing that they're doing. And it's really cool. It's really well done too. I would recommend checking it out. Let me double check to make sure that's its name, because I'll feel like a fool if I got that wrong. I haven't done any of the tabletop stuff because I don't play tabletop games really. Yeah, this is it. Check this out. Is my recommendation. Wait, is it appearing on my stream? No. Why is it not appearing? Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, check this. Like, it's legit. Yeah, underwater exploration. Worth checking it out. It's got like not even like sci-fi, like when you read like science textbooks, you know, that were like printed in like 3 colors or something. I don't know what the printing process is called, but it's like it has that feel to it, you know. Sorry about this. My layers are totally screwed up here. I got really turned around. No, I don't want those merged. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Yeah. Yeah, tricolor. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Rabbids. I appreciate it. Happy St. Pat's. Yeah, tricolor as well. Not intentionally, this was not planned out. Although there's kind of like a very graphical, like Saul Bass simplified animal look going on here. It's very like late 50s, 60s. Actually, that looks really bad. Hey, looking on. Yeah, doing well. The mural's getting close to completion. It's all going pretty good. This guy really flat face. It's much cuter. You know what I am doing next week? Wednesday. Is anyone else going to the theatrical release of End of Evangelion? That I am excited for. It's playing a lot of different places. I haven't seen like a movie in theaters in like I don't know how long, but it's like movie I've already seen a dozen times. Hell yeah. Evangelion, yeah, it's very trope heavy, so like it may not be your thing, but I love it. It's also got a lot of like nonsense bullshit, but it like rule of cool, you know? It's like I don't care. Dune 2. I've heard good things about the new Dune. I really like the books. Or the, I guess the first book is the one that I read, and I thought was super good. I just like really like the theater going experience. I don't know, it's like usually not worth it. You look at like what they offer now, and it's like theaters want to be like bars and restaurants. Like they're really trying everything to like make themselves relevant again. We can all like watch things on our TVs at home. think the last movie I saw in a theater that I was like, I was like glad literally just like theater was the sound design in Dunkirk was so impressive that I'm glad I got to hear it in like a full theater. Loud and like, I don't know. Not every film sounds like it's like balanced correctly, you know, where like Dunkirk was supposed to be like ear shattering. Um this guy I don't dislike, but I'm gonna move him up here. I don't know why, but he feels like he should be there instead. Jack and Coke, I see. I mean, if you can sneak booze in. Actual bootlegging. Alright, I need different reference. I need more fish that are like round and not long, because like I drew everything as these dots. And then fish are all like streamlined. It's not working out. Make this one into a squid. Time is a circle. It's a flat circle. That's another one where it's like I could watch something new, or I could watch the thing I like, True Detective, again. Dude, the trailer for the new season, I'm not even gonna bother. It looks not good. I've not heard good things either. I could do a lamplighter. That would actually be funny to do, like a... They were kind of like puffer fish. Like, I'm pretty sure I gave them a beak. And they had that, like... I remember they had very round fins. And they had, like, several of them. And then, like, their spine kind of, like, arched. It was like, and then, you know, they were, like, semi-transparent. It's like, what I don't know, whatever was, like, bioluminescent was, like, off-gassing, and then it's, like, they'd, like, inflate, like, a balloon, was the thought, or something. I don't know. It's one of those things where because I don't explain it, I don't have to, like, think particularly hard about, like... This is for people who already know. I don't know what that's... Not a great lamplighter, but... Do another puffer. Let's do a pea puffer. I'm tempted to do one facing the camera, but everything has to be going the correct way. That looks kind of terrible. Slightly better. Yeah, I really need to figure out what I want to do with my short video content. Like, I'll probably still do a couple time lapses, but you make shorts to, like, get the algorithm going, and they're, like, they're literally still too long form for shorts. They're, like, only 60 seconds, and it's, like, people only watch shorts for 20. Or, like, unless you have, like, a really, like, established hook. Trolley problem? I guess I could. I'm, like, still weird about, like, actually clipping myself talking. Like, I don't know. That's actually harder, because when I do, like, the art sped up, you know, I, like, batch process all the videos together. They're all sped up, then I can, like, scroll through and chop them up. But if I want to, like, clip moments of, like, me speaking, I have to like actually remember and find the timestamp, you know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's not a biggest file as you would think, because I'm not streaming in very high resolution. You know, the full video file that I pull off, you know, is larger, because then, you know, it's like the time lapse, you know, reduces it to like a fraction. Alright, it is almost 6 o'clock. Apologize for ending early, but this is probably you know, it's also my buddy I like work with all the time, so like you know, I don't want to leave him hanging. He's a good dude. Check. Yeah. I do have fun when I stop working. It's just like when I'm working, it's like it's my favorite thing to do. I really appreciate everyone for stopping by too. It was a fun day, and like I feel, you know, it's like, so next week I'm gonna stream again Saturday. If I do one really long day, I can finish this. See you, Echo. See you looking on. Thanks for stopping by, Sir Changers. Mangoes, good seeing you again. Yeah, good seeing you too, Shitty Comics. Yeah, but like I said, this was like, again, like stream 7, 8 streams to like get this mural done is, I think, you know, it's good, and it makes this like a realistic thing I can offer for donos. It's not like some Kickstarter reward that can't be delivered on, or like overburns me. So, with the sub, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. See you, Pingus 2 months? Well, if you phrase it like that. But it's only like 7 days, really. Not necessarily 2 months. I have like tons of other art getting done in between. But yeah, man, it's like, Jesus, it's March, dude. Fucking tax day's coming up. Ugh. Let's end the stream on the worst note possible. Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, time flies, dude. Yeah, especially, it's like, I don't know, when I get a lot done, I think time is going slower or something. I don't know. But, I don't know. It will be summer soon. Anyway, thanks again for coming out. I'll, see you all soon.